Ancient giant Buddha statue propping up a block of flats. How on earth did an apartment building wind up on top of a headless Buddha statue? While the unmistakable spiritual figure represents enlightenment, this story is all about enlightenment. The mountain-heavy municipality of Chongqing, southwest China, is where the unorthodox foundation turned viral sensation appeared. It had always been there, of course, hiding under a residential complex, some say for as long as 1,000 years. As it's part of a cliff face, the giant carved sculpture certainly wasn't going anywhere. Builders agreed and constructed over it, but the Buddha would have stayed a secret were it not for the march of progress that provided high-rise homes for people in the area. What happened was a different kind of thing grew over the years: vegetation. And when an external wall required a rebuild, the plant matter was cleared and the icon revealed to astonished 21st century eyes. The Buddha's presence has come as a major end-of-year surprise to locals. Standing, or rather sitting, at a height of 30 feet, the statue's wrists and left leg appears worse for the wear. Though, as the South China Morning Post reports, the carved lines on his body are clearly visible. When was the Buddha added to the landscape? This is where opinions differ. Residents old enough to remember it being there think that it could be ancient, dating back to the time of the Qing dynasty, for instance, 1644 to 1911. Nan district authorities, on the other hand, classify the Buddha as being erected during the Republican era of 1912 to 49, writes CNN. They add this is according to a national survey of cultural relics. It isn't even clear whether the statue lost a noggin in the first place. Certain reports state the head was destroyed, others that work was abandoned before the Buddha could be completed. The South China Morning Post mentions a contributor to Chongqing Radio who claims the buck stopped when the People's Republic got underway in 1949. Another source recalls the statue sitting inside a temple. Ultimately, no one is sure who placed the Buddha at this sacred slope. One thing is certain: before the blocks went up, there was a Taoist place of worship on the site. The Laizu Temple lasted until 1987. In the end, it was wiped off the map and buildings constructed in its place. This religious location doesn't appear to be connected to the headless Buddha, though. The Buddha may have broad shoulders that have supported the community over decades, yet a nasty surprise could await. The Post notes the work of the Distinct Information Office. An investigation is currently in progress regarding the Buddha. They're interested in the statue's history, but also its general stability. According to the outlet, the carving faces the risk of rock decay and water leakage, while its foundation is unstable. It's lasted this long, but such news will be of concern to residents, who've had to adjust to this minor and ancient celebrity in their midst. The Buddha is arguably the most mysterious and high-profile photo op on the planet right now. While the Chongqing Buddha is damaged, at least the feet are dry. Why bring that up? Because the Post mentions the 233 feet height Lishan giant Buddha over in Sichuan province. That made headlines this year owing to water submerging its toes. Record floods meant the statue went for an unexpected dip, much to people's concern. Made in the 8th century, it said Sichuan's capital, Chengdu, is in line for a serious drenching should the Buddha's feet get wet. Ancient history is a vital part of Chinese culture. It's always there, whether foretelling possible doom or simply propping up a building. Talk about standing on the shoulders of giants.